Hello, dear ones, it's Hannah. So, here's the second part of the swap that I did with Angie recently. Angie Dollar, my friend and fellow practitioner in Sedona, Arizona. And I wanted to share with you this segment of our swap, in which she brought forward information about taking joy in the things that you do every day, about backdrop people, and then a message from Dolores Cannon for the collective. So, I hope you enjoy it.
Humans in general feel like work is like a dirty four-letter word for many of you, and so you live, 8 hours or more a day in a hell-like existence of either hating your work or just not even really liking it very much. And some of you even go home at the end of the day and worry about it. And use things like television, alcohol, other addictions, and sex and other negative things. We're not saying sex and television's negative. We're just saying when you use things to escape, that it becomes a negative, like a crutch. And what we really want humans to do is really want you to enjoy your work, enjoy every aspect of your life that you do.
Hmm.
Enjoy doing the dishes. Think of something you don't enjoy, but you enjoy it because you love feeling the water across your hands. You enjoy the meal that you ate before that. You enjoy smelling all the spices around you that you used. We want you to enjoy everything that you do. You enjoy your work. You get the pleasure out of serving the people that you serve at your work. You allow the love to flow from you to them and them to you. Just look at everything in a different way.
Are there backdrop people?
There are
And what are they?
there are people to essentially kind of fill in the holes, fill in the spaces. You're showing Angie about 75% of the people she's interacted with in her lifetime, kind of filling in the holes, filling in the spaces. We don't want to say that they don't have an essence of something, but they don't have an essence of a complete soul. They don't have an essence of a complete what you would consider a complete human being with a complete path and mission, reason for being here, complete, contracts and plans. They're just kind of here to fill the space, maybe give you a little information, maybe to give you a little bit of trauma, um, maybe to be a friend for a short period of time, but then move on, maybe to be someone to cause you a painful relationship that you can learn from and then move on. It's just they serve a purpose for you in this lifetime, whether it's filling in space, causing overpopulation, to causing a trauma, to giving you a little bit of information. But they're not really a true source being with a path to be here on this earth for a long time, assisting the earth in a positive way, if that makes sense. We don't
Yeah.
discount them as being any less than anyone else, but they're not a complete and whole soul within a body, if you want to look at it like that.
Are they a partial soul?
It's like they're a partial soul. It's like they're an essence of something, but you could look at them kind of like as a new being, um, here to serve a certain purpose, to kind of try out being on earth. Like, I'm going to come here, try this out for a little while, serve my purpose of bringing you some information, or serve my purpose of coming here, causing some trauma to your life, or serve the purpose of coming here, being part of the overpopulation on the planet, part of the problem on the planet, but not here to make a big, long lasting, deep impact on a person or on the planet.
Hmm.
They can make a lasting impact on you, but they're not they're not here learning a deep lesson within themselves. It's like they're not really a deep person. If you were to meet them, some of them you would meet, they just don't seem like they're all here, or they don't seem
Mhm.
deep, or they don't seem like they care, you know. Um, There's just so many different aspects. They may not they may not seem like someone who cares about the planet. They may not seem like someone who cares about having a lasting, long lasting, loving, deep relationship. Now, you may see someone who's been married for 30 years, but they don't really have a long, deep, loving connection with their spouse. You know, it gets kind of difficult for us to explain. There's so many different roles that they serve. You know, you may see them having a long, let's say they have a long marriage and their children seem pretty happy, they seem pretty happy, but there's really not this level of depth. Look at yourself in your own twin flame relationship, for example. There's a level of depth, even though there can be conflict,
Mm-hmm.
level of love and connection that you can't explain it to a non-twin. Um, so there's many different roles they play, but there's not this deep, old, heavy soul that many of you have here.
And will they be going through ascension and moving to New Earth as well?
No, no, we would say it's more like they're moving to extinction. They're moving to being removed from the planet.
Mm.
Trying to say it as nicely as possible. Showed Angie like they're just floating, like they're just gone. But it's not in a negative way. No, they're not moving to New Earth.
At this time of great growth and transition and ascension and expansion on the earth, would you say more people being born right now and in the recent years are not backdrop people? Like, are more people that are embodying here for a purpose being born now than previously on earth?
Yeah, definitely. We're showing her just this light, being born into the planet. So many of you call them the crystal children, rainbow children, indigos before that, all of that, but we just see it as light.
Mm.
We don't really, we understand your words with the meaning that you've given to them, but what we've shown Angie is just a lot of light, as you were talking about it, being born onto your planet, being born into these bodies that have come to the planet. So it's as if as the generations have come in and as the generations are going out, more of the negativity is going out as the what you consider the older human beings are dying off.
Mm-hmm.
More of the old beliefs, perceptions, judgments, programming, all this old yuckiness is dying out as more of these children are being born onto the planet. It's like a higher and higher generation of connection to source that's being born in. It started with the indigos and later issues, the problems. And it started with the waves of, you know, you being born in.
Volunteers.
Right, but it gets to be, it's like more source energy is coming in with each generation that's coming in, more and more source energy.
Mm.
You called it like, okay, the indigos, and then, whatever you call it, the rainbows and the crystals. But we see it as just more source energy packed into the next generation, and then even more source energy packed into the next generation is how we see it.
Wow.
With more purity coming to the planet to assist the planet. And they don't really have to even do anything. They're just being born and just kind of walking around and experiencing life. So they're bringing more source energy and spreading it out by being here.
Hmm.
That makes sense.
It does.
It's like we're helping as in any way that we can, helping in different ways. And these generations being born in, these children being joined, being born in is helping on a very pure source energy way with them not having to really do anything. They're just existing. Even if you look at it, even if you look at it in a little bit of an older generation, because we're looking down from indigos all the way down to the babies who are here now. If you look at the generation of Rachel's daughters, 22, her her child and many of her friends, they don't see separation as much as people who are 40 and 50 years old
Hmm.
or 20 years old. They don't really see the separation in religion as much. They don't see the separation in color as much. They don't see the separation in sexual orientation as much. It's like a lot of these things are fading away with each generation in a very big way. So the children that are babies today, they just won't see any separation with anyone at all.
Beautiful. We were wondering if Dolores Cannon would be willing to step forward and if she has anything she'd like to say to the collective.
She's just laughing. She's saying, I'm always here with you. I came in at a time to assist to, she's saying, I'm saying assist to awaken you, but to assist to train many of you. These energies, she's saying these energies came in to help me to mold this, what I came to call it QHHT, over a period of a lot of time. And she said, in my earth years on your planet, I spent most of my life creating that. And a lot of it was a catalyst from, she says, my husband's car accident. And she said, and I want to remind you through that, that she's saying, you see how something really bad happens and it helps to create something hugely wonderful on a massive level for many of you who, I'm just feeling emotion, feeling emotion with her speaking through me.
Yeah.
Uh, she's she said this trauma caused just an amazing explosion of healing for many people. She said that I've trained, and many people that, my videos have trained, and that my daughter is trained. Her daughter Julia, she's talking about, is trained, and those that assist us have trained. Has really helped the planet. And she said the many people that she said that she's, I'm about to say I because she's talking, she's saying that she has assisted to heal, assisted their high selves to bring in the healing that she would call their subconscious. That that energy that came in, um, she feels really made a massive difference on the planet. She's saying she's very thankful for that lifetime that she had here. And she's saying she's very thankful to be the one on this earth that she said was difficult. And she understands it's difficult for people, for many of you, she's saying. And she's saying she wants to reiterate, she's saying what my guidance was saying, to trust that the new earth is coming here, that it's all happening the way it's supposed to happen. I'm seeing her, she's talking. Um, just to have that trust and that faith that everything's getting better, that you're right where you're supposed to be. I can hear her voice. You're right where you're supposed to be at this time. Everything's unfolding and happening the way it's supposed to. Just keep faith. Just allow this love to just flow through you more and more. And she said, just know I'm here with you, supporting you also, and believing in all of you who've chosen to come here, to volunteer, to come here to help heal and raise the planet and help heal the people. Let me see if there's something. Let me ask her if there's anything else to say. She's giving thanks to all of us who have helped, who are helping. And she's saying there's just bigger and better things to come, that the trauma is just releasing and healing, clearing off for many of us, for all of us, she's saying. So she's saying there's just bright, bright, wonderful, beautiful days ahead.
Um, did you, Dolores, recruit Angie and I both into quantum healing?
She's saying yes. She's saying,
Wonderful.
of course, I did. She's saying, of course, on a higher level. She said, she said, on a high level, I recruited everyone that came to me. It's like she's showing me like an energy opening out, like her arms are spreading out. And she started speaking, when she started learning her healing modality she created, and when she started talking to people, that it just was opening this, not opening a door, it was opening the healing energy around her, like it was opening a portal to pull us towards her.
Hmm.
And she's saying, yeah, it was just all meant to be. It all just, unfolded the way it was supposed to. And it's just going to get better, better and better for us on the planet. She said,
Wonderful.
you're like my little minions. But she said, but you're not little.
Do you have anything else to say, Dolores, before we move on?
She said, you're strong, powerful souls. And she said, just remember that that's who you are. And she said, for the people who are new healers out there, she said, you're not really new healers. You're just remembering who you are. She said, just embody that power, that you're very powerful healing entities on this planet to help the planet right now.
Hmm.
It's a very solid, important path for each of you. Each of you, she said, are very important at this time. She said, if you're finding this information, she said, if you're not finding it, tell somebody about it, spread it around in some way, that you're very important people, and you're very loved and you're very worthy.
Thank you so much, Dolores.
She said, and you're very supported.
Hmm. Is there any more you wish to bring forward before we move on?
He just said, no, thank you. She said, thank you.
Thank you. I always love it when messages from Dolores come through. I hope you all enjoyed that as well. My name is Hannah. I'm a Beyond Quantum Healing practitioner in Maine in the United States, and I see people all over the world for sessions. I'm going to leave my website below, and if you have any interest in learning more about Beyond Quantum Healing or reaching out to have a session yourself, please feel free to reach out anytime. I would love to hear from you. All right, take care. Bye.